Hey, our first pea. Hi, so welcome to the veg garden. Today we're going to plant some potatoes. We've done a little bit of preparation in advance, so you don't have to watch us do all of the preparation. We've mowed the grass and we've also cleared an area over in the background over there for planting a large number of potatoes. But typically the way that we do the gardening, in fact all of this stuff that you see here, is using the no-dig method. So cardboard, compost, bark in the paths, and we really like it. It works well for us. We are going to be doing some no-dig potatoes, but we only have a small area to work with. We're going to be using this bed here. There's a few bits to pull out, some beetroot from last year and some spring onions from last year as well. So we're going to clear this area. We're going to refresh it with a bit of compost, and we're going to do some no-dig potatoes, kind of as a trial. I know that it works because I've seen other people do it, but we have never grown potatoes before, dig, no-dig or otherwise. So we're going to do a small number of potatoes in this row, and then in the field block that we've cleared out the back, we're going to do a lot more of them. We've got two different types, Stemster and Desiree, and yeah, we're going to plant them. And we want to get them in the ground today because the rain is coming. Our first rain in, I think before Christmas was the last time we had rain, so the ground is really in need of it. We're going to try and get these potatoes in and then have nature water them in tomorrow. Right, let's get these guys out. Nice and easy. Stick those in there. Lovely. Okay, so that's the bed prepped, just a wheelbarrow of compost raked out flat-ish. This is the first time we've refreshed this bed since November 2020, and it grew a whole load of stuff in last year's season. This is just kind of feeding the soil that's already there. We'll place our potatoes. We won't be digging them in, that's the whole idea of no-dig potatoes. And then we'll cover them over with some compost, and as they grow we'll hill them up or mound them up to make sure they don't get exposed to sunlight and go green and horrible and hard and nasty. So we need to look at our spacing, because this row is only 80 centimeters wide, it's about 5 meters long, so it's going to be tough to get more than one row in here, but we're going to have a look at maybe doing a zigzag pattern. So yeah, we'll see.
So this one is 75 centimeters and this one is 40 centimeters. This is how far rows should be apart if you're doing them in rows. And then this is how far each potato would be in a row. And so we should be able to use this to do a diagonal pattern and see how many we get. Give me one, please.
One.
Put one there.
One. Oh, it's quite close to the edge, but it's on this side, so it should be all right.
Now, if we had it just down the middle,
yeah, I think they're going to be too close to the edge.
1, 2, 3.
So it's actually more
4.
if we do a single row.
Exactly.
Let's do that. So, 1.
And you can stick one at the top there.
Let's stick one there.
Yeah, a bit further up maybe.
Okay.
You can use this stick, and I can take my stick back and keep digging trenches.
You can keep digging. It's interesting that you chose the digging project. getting the spacing for now, not worrying about which way up to plant them. That will come a little bit later on. Okay, we're going sprouts up, or eyes up. These ones don't really have them, that's okay because they're all main crop varieties. Something's going to come out of there. There's a lot on that one. Because these beds have been in action for a while, the cardboard that was underneath is pretty much all decomposed, so we can just stick the potato in there, cover it back up, and then as it sprouts up we'll add more compost around to protect them. Well, we'll see if that works. Seems logical, but who knows? Are you quite comfortable? Oh, good. You're almost finished.
Yeah, funny how that always happens. Almost finished when you arrive.
Yeah, you're too slow, obviously. Looking good.
I don't know how our neighbours, that's their field over there, they've had 2 of them doing that, and it's 8 times the size of this little plot.
Yeah, it's crazy. They work so hard.
They're incredible.
And they're all in their 70s.
Yeah, like,
plus.
I think I'm fit, but my God, they must be really fit.
Yeah, well, they've been doing it for years.
Oh, my hamstrings.
Good job I loosened this for you, eh?
Good. Let me tell you, it's still some work.
Yeah.
Eight. One more.
Cool. So based on my potato math, which is not really a thing, but based on my calculations, we should have about 90 potatoes going in here. I don't know how many we actually have, so we're either going to not have enough or we're going to have way too many. If we have way too many left over, then we can prepare another patch of land and plant them in a couple of weeks or something to spread the harvest out as well, which would be good. Everything that we're planting is main crop, so it should store. I mean, it's kind of crazy the timings, because in the UK, where we're originally from, you wouldn't even think about planting main crop potatoes until April, and it is almost mid-February, and these guys put theirs in the beginning of this week. It's Saturday today. So yeah, it's really interesting how all the different contexts and climates and cultures and all of that stuff is so different. Are you almost done yet, or do I need to keep talking? Well, one thing to say is that this soil is completely unamended or prepared. It was literally grass a couple of days ago. Yesterday, in fact, it was just grass. So we are gonna add some nutrients to this, but I'm running low on homemade compost. But we have got some manure, so I'm gonna get some manure and we'll put that in the bottom of these trenches, just so that we've got a bit of extra fertility going on. And yeah, then we'll stick our potatoes in the ground and cover them up. I mean, one thing to talk about here is in terms of the difference between dig and no dig. Like, it looks like hard work. I bet it's hard work. And I spent many minutes, maybe even some hours yesterday, mowing the grass, ploughing the field with the machine.
No digging, right?
But I actually didn't do any digging. So
Yeah, that is always the case.
yeah, it's smart. Check it out. There's a little froggy thing living in a pile of shit. So this manure we've had for a long time. We picked it up from a nice lady last year. It is horse manure. It was well rotted before we even picked it up, and it's now been sitting here for many months. We've done a test with it to make sure it's got no paralid weed killers in it. We planted some beans we did a control with regular compost and then a mixture with this manure, and seems to be fine. So we're going to use this for fertilizing our potatoes. Okay, let's...
Manure in the bottom or manure on top?
I think either would work.
Okay.
Let's go on the bottom.
On the bottom. I figure.
So I can fill the trenches with manure.
You can.
Because
that's the kind of thing you like doing.
We can just put in the potatoes.
Then I'll follow you with the potatoes.
Perfect. Let's go. So I think the locals dug a bunch of manure in. Nice.
You're not very good at approximately. What are you saying?
Quite precise.
Should be weighing and
Now we just have to hope that the rain comes tomorrow. Well, it's not the downpour that we need, but it's a really good start. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.